So Manchester United's first game of the pre-season campaign is over, and all I can say is that there are definitely some highlights to take from there for our next week's game against Lyon. So as a United fan, I want to say that there are definitely players that stood out, especially in that first half and the second half. So I'm going to name them quickly. That first of all, I just want to talk about Varane and Martinez, just quickly brief over them. It's so good to have that partnership back, and our defence looked very solid. Obviously the keeper in Heaton isn't at world class level, but with a keeper like Onana hopefully to be there in the next few weeks behind Martinez and Varane, it's definitely going to be a comfortable back three. Second of all, the youngsters. Amad Diallo looked so confident, he looked so composed. He looks like the most ready forward that was in that team today, and he looks ready. And what I mean by ready is that I want him maybe in this season to be kind of like how Garnacho is. Now, I definitely think that Amad and Garnacho are kind of on the same level. But with Amad, he's just come back from a loan from Sunderland. So Garnacho is kind of the more fan base's favourite. But Amad has a lot of hype behind him. And what I say is that I'm glad he didn't score or assist today, because I personally feel like that would have just... Twitter just would have exploded. Amad, the hero, this and this. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how Amad plays. I also want to talk about the youngsters in Mainoo, Fernandez and Hannibal. In the first half, they definitely stood out. For me, Hannibal was also the biggest youngster that stood out, alongside with Mainoo. They played different positions. Hannibal was the more going forward out of the two, and Mainoo just seemed so calm on the ball. The way he was progressing with the passes, his possession stats was absolutely brilliant. And Mainoo is definitely one for the future, in my opinion. Hannibal also looks very sharp, but for me, Mainoo stood out of the two. And as well, Mason Mount. Great debut, in my opinion. Almost scored a world-class goal. He looks very comfortable, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays. And as well, just to give a little shout-out to Jadon Sancho. Playing in the false nine position is never easy, and it's a position that he's not very suited with. And I felt like he played quite well in the early stages of the game. So yeah, we'll definitely expect to see them type of players play against Lyon next week. But I want to talk about the second half, because Emeran definitely stood out. I did not expect that performance from him. He was absolutely brilliant. He looked so fast. The connection, the partnership, he looked very threatening. And for me, he's definitely my man of the match. Definitely very impactful. And I hope to see him in the Championship, kind of like Amad Diallo was last season. But Emeran definitely looks like a baller. And I can't wait to see him progress as well and see what happens with him, especially in that next game against Lyon. As well, I want to talk about Joe Hugill. He was absolutely brilliant. The way he took that finish, very good goal. Matic Kovar, another great goalkeeper another great performance. And as a goalkeeper, did have a bit of a shaky error where he came out for the ball and Patrick Bamford dribbles past him, but he is offside and doesn't score for it. But that could have cost us, and that just kind of shows that Kovar is still a bit inexperienced in making them judgment calls. But as an overall performance, I definitely rate it. Erik ten Hag was definitely right in the selection he chose, and I'm looking forward to the game against Lyon next week. But as a highlight, I do want to say that Emeran for me was the man of the match. Amad looked sharp. Mason Mount, great performance for his debut. And Lisandro Martinez and Varane are back. And I can't wait to see that partnership form, and their chemistry just gets better and better. But with all the youth players, don't be disheartened. It was a brilliant performance from all of them. And they need to build on that, because the pre-season is all about them trying to get into that tour for America, because they definitely deserve it. We definitely haven't got a lot of quality there, and it's just a shame because of how highly quality players United have in their team. But Erik ten Hag will definitely pick some youth players, in my opinion, because some of them definitely stand out and are ones to watch. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Red Devils TV.